got Genesis Bryant here. Go ahead with questions when you guys are ready.
What's been the emphasis for you guys the last couple of days, Genesis getting back from Ohio State?
Yeah, I would just say just doing what we do. I thought we had a lot of just mental lapses when it comes to scout-specific things and really just being confident in our shots. I feel like we missed so many easy layups and shots we make all the time. So just really being confident in ourselves and in our shots and just in each other. And I feel like we've really been focused on that these past 2 days.
Did that do anything for you personally? I mean, you got going. Probably the way we haven't seen yet this season. That do anything for you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the biggest thing is just confidence because I put in so much work this offseason and preseason. So it's only a matter of time where it starts coming together. So hopefully this is the right time because we're about to go into Big Ten play and finish up our non-conference. So I'm excited for the rest of this year.
You've been through this a couple times just with, getting maybe one Big Ten game again, going back to non-conference. What does that, do in terms of just the focus level, what you got to do to kind of switch between both of those plays?
Yeah, I feel like that's a great question because I think Coach Green prepared us with our schedule. So we already played Kentucky and then Arkansas. So we played high-level opponents to kind of get ready for the Big Ten. So I feel like it's not really much of a switchover because we just played Kentucky a week ago before that. But just the idea of just kind of knowing that when you get into conference, it's a new season. Everyone is 0-0. So just making sure that you take care of those games that you should take care of and then still a couple more.
What is Jazz giving you guys since she's been back and that spark off the bench?
Yeah, Jazz, like you said, she's a spark for us. I mean, she comes in, she does the dirty work, she does those hustle plays, and you won't even realize how much she contributes until you watch the film back and you're she got a lot of 50-50 balls, just little things that may not show up on the stat sheet, but as a team, we realize the importance of her. I feel like she just brings that toughness and that kind of tenacity to our team. Just come from the SEC, and the SEC is real physical. So she's a very physical player. She can defend at a very high level. So she brings a lot of stuff to our team.
Has there been any discussion about, the defensive end of the court and how you guys have kind of held serve when the shots aren't falling, especially early in games?
Yeah, I think that's something we really struggled with last year. And I feel like we were trying to find just that kind of balance between our shots aren't falling, but we still got to defend at a high level. But at the same time, the way you win is to score more points than other teams. So we have to start, just I don't think it's nothing to figure out. If you watch our games, we get all the shots we want. We get the looks that we want. It's just about finishing them, and we will. And I feel like we'll be a really scary team when everything starts clicking in that way.
How do you find the patience for that? Knowing the work you put in and knowing the shots are good, how do you kind of navigate the emotions of that?
Yeah, I think that's just life sometimes. Sometimes you put so much in and you don't see the results of it yet. But I think that's just that faith that you got to have and the things that you have put in and just who you are as a person. Just realize just one foot in front of the other. Keep staying confident, keep being steady in that, and eventually it will pay off.
How hard is it to do what Barry did? I mean, playing almost no minutes, being out for 3 weeks, and then coming back at Ohio State and looking like she kind of held her own. How difficult is that?
I mean, it just shows that she is one of the best freshmen in the country. She hasn't been able to show that just yet just because of her injury, but now that she's back, I'm just looking forward to how she contributes to the team. And Barry is a very great player. Sometimes when you're watching her, it's not flashy. It's really simple, but it's so efficient. She kind of reminds me of KB in that area. It's not really flashy, but it's so efficient. And she just make plays. So I'm really excited to see what Barry does this year too.
Jasmine Brown-Hagger here. Go ahead with questions when you guys are ready.
Just for you, what's key? You've been a spark really off the bench. What's key for you in kind of picking where to attack and how to make the biggest impact when you come in?
I feel like I've mentioned before in these kind of moments, just kind of taking what the defense is giving and providing what the team needs in the moment. It's never about me. It's always about the team. Just kind of being what the team needs in that moment, whether it's energy, defense, score, all that kind of stuff. So just being more aware of that, especially coming off the bench, you get to see it in action and then go be the actions.
Coach was saying just maybe tracking hustle plays and you being among the top. What do you feel like that can do for your team when you're having on the forefront of the ball, or what can provide a spark for your team?
To me, that's momentum. I feel like in the game we just had, we were down probably 20 points. I feel like, and you have a choice to either stop playing or keep playing. And if you keep playing, that gets everyone else to go. And then I just feel like we all feed off of each other too. So if you have someone out there diving on the ball, risking their bodies, everyone else is going to pick up and do the exact same thing. and make it more of a game. Like, it just brings that competitiveness back into the game and just, go out there, have fun. Like, you have nothing to lose, just go play. And I feel like that's what our team instilled into that game and what we're instilling into ourselves now moving forward.
In the first conference game on the road, too, even though this is new for you, did it feel familiar having gone through the SEC gauntlet before?
I feel like it did, in the sense of, I'm probably more confident because I'm in a different position I was and have a different staff and teammates. So they instill all that confidence into me so I can go out there and be more confident. Prior to like last year, it was kind of like I felt like on an island for these kind of situations. So going into this game, I knew I was prepared. We have all the resources and everything, so I knew I was more prepared going into that. And my team's ready to fight, and so we did.
I know you would have liked the dub, but did that feel like for you the most productive and comfortable game for you this year?
I'm gonna say yes, in a way. I just feel like we just all have to be more consistent and, all confident within ourselves out there, produce it on the court. And all I can say, like, for myself individually, is to just bring that same effort every single day, and just bring what the team needs every single day.
A break from some of the high major games here coming up, and coincidentally you guys are getting healthier at that time. Like, what's important chemistry-wise in these next couple games now that more people are available?
I think for our chemistry, it's just about sticking together and being confident. Like, I feel like we've had like slacks where, we all get kind of like frazzled when we're missing layups or whatever, but it's just like in those moments coming together as a team and just like, no, you got the next play, like, you know how to make a layup, all this kind of stuff. So I think these next couple of games, before we head back into conference play, is just really on our togetherness and how fast can we snap out of adversity and, flip the page onto the next play or possession.
What led to your confidence in being able to play both the 1 and the 2 early on this year and having that be your role?
One, my teammates, and then the coaching staff. Like, they know when I'm playing the 1 or whatever, I'm out of position. So, like, having Cook and Jen there telling me or, like, egging me on, like, you got this, you know what to do, you watch us, all that kind of stuff. And then the coaches are always, like, patient with me, like, you're out of position, so this is what we want you to do. And, I go ask them questions. They're not going to be like, why are you asking that? They're going to help me, inform me, so that I can go out there and be my most confident self in those kind of positions.
You guys are getting the shots that you want, just kind of waiting for them to fall. Like, how do you balance that a little bit, knowing you're getting where you want to get and the looks you want, but kind of the frustrations maybe of not having them fall?
I feel like when in those kind of situations, just moving on from it. Like, we can't let those, like, if we're getting the right shots and we're just missing that, we can't let that affect our defensive possession and then our next offensive possession. So I think in those moments, it's more so like, okay, that wasn't a bad shot. We got the right shot. So next time we come down, just, look for the exact same shot and just intend to make it. I mean, we always intend to make shots, but just not thinking, oh, I just missed the last one. Now I got this new one. So basketball is all mental, and I think we just all have to be in the right mental headspace to move on to next plays and possessions and just keep playing, not letting missed shots affect the entire game.
What do you think